Most men realize too late that a woman has stopped investing in the relationship. The signs were there. The energy changed. The effort faded. But because you cared, you looked past it. If you're watching this, you already feel something is off. This video will give you the clarity you need, without sugarcoating anything. If she's doing these behaviors, she's not invested anymore. And the sooner you face the truth, the stronger you become. There's always a shift before it ends. It starts quietly. You notice she's not as warm as she used to be. Her tone changes. Her replies feel cold and distant. But you keep giving her excuses. You tell yourself she's tired, stressed, or busy. Yet deep down, you can feel the connection slipping. Women rarely leave all at once. They disconnect emotionally first. When her investment drops, her behavior becomes the biggest giveaway. One of the clearest signs she's no longer invested is when you stop being a priority. You used to be someone she made time for. Now you're an option. She delays your calls. She replies when she feels like it. She doesn't initiate anything anymore. When a woman cares, she's responsive. She wants to talk to you. She wants to stay connected. The moment she stops nurturing the connection, her emotional energy has already gone somewhere else. You'll also feel it in the way she talks to you. Her tone becomes dry, short, distant. There was a time she shared everything with you, but now you get surface-level answers. Men underestimate tone, but it's one of the strongest indicators of how she feels. When a woman is invested, her voice carries warmth. When she's checked out, her words feel cold. She doesn't argue, because she doesn't care enough to fight for anything. Another behavior that reveals everything is reduced effort. Effort is the oxygen of relationships. When she cares, she puts in work. She plans things. She shows interest in your world. She wants to make you feel valued. When she stops trying, it's not because she suddenly became busy. It's because she no longer sees the relationship as worth the energy. Effort fades only when emotions fade. Watch what she does when you pull back. If she used to chase your attention but now, she stays silent for days without checking in, that's an emotional withdrawal. A woman who is invested feels your distance. She reacts to it. She tries to reconnect. But a woman who's done doesn't mind the silence. She's already adjusted to a life without your presence. She feels nothing missing. You'll notice her curiosity disappears too. She stops asking about your day, your plans, and your goals. She used to be interested in your life because she pictured herself in it. When that vision fades, the curiosity dies with it. She no longer imagines a future with you, so your journey doesn't matter to her. This shift is painful to see, but it's one of the most accurate signs of emotional detachment. Another powerful sign is when she becomes easily irritated with things that never bothered her before. Women don't get annoyed because of small things. They get annoyed because the emotional bond is breaking. When respect declines, patience declines. When interest fades, tolerance fades. Her frustration isn't about the thing you said. It's about the feelings she no longer has. Pay attention to her body language. It communicates the truth long before her words do. She avoids eye contact. She doesn't lean in when she talks to you. Her touch disappears. Intimacy becomes rare or feels like an obligation. A woman doesn't pull away physically until she's already pulled away emotionally. Her body follows her heart. One of the most painful behaviors is when she becomes protective of her phone. She tilts the screen away. She replies quickly and hides the conversation. This doesn't always mean she's seeing someone else. But it does mean her emotional energy is no longer centered on you. She's having private conversations she doesn't want you to know about. That alone shows emotional distance. Her excuses become more frequent too. Suddenly she's busy every weekend. She cancels plans. She's tired. She has things to do. But when a woman wants you, she finds time. When she doesn't, she creates distance. Her life becomes full of reasons that didn't exist before. These aren't reasons. They are emotional exits. A woman who is invested still shows care in tough moments. But a woman who's checked out becomes indifferent. If you share something important and she shrugs it off, that's a major sign. Indifference is the opposite of love. Anger means she still cares. Frustration means she still feels something. But indifference means she's done. Notice how she responds when you talk about the future. She used to get excited. She used to imagine things with you. Now she avoids the topic. She gives vague answers or changes the subject. A woman who sees a future with you participates in the vision. A woman who doesn't avoid it because she no longer includes you in her plans. Another subtle but powerful sign is when she compares you to other men. She mentions how someone else is more ambitious, more focused, and more disciplined. She highlights traits she feels you lack. This usually happens when she has emotionally disconnected and is evaluating other options, even if she hasn't officially moved on yet. Women compare when they're distancing. Her compliments stop as well. There was a time she lifted you up, encouraged you, and appreciated your qualities. But now she only points out flaws. She criticizes more than she acknowledges anything good. When affection fades, criticism rises. She's not trying to build with you anymore. She's detaching. If she starts prioritizing her friends and social life over you, that's another sign of low investment. She's replacing the emotional space you used to occupy. She enjoys everything except the time she spends with you. That shift alone tells you everything about where her heart is now. You'll also notice she stops being vulnerable. Women open up to men they care about. They share fears, dreams, and insecurities. Vulnerability is a sign of emotional trust. When she stops sharing, when she hides everything, when she keeps you at a distance, it means she no longer sees you as someone she can emotionally invest in. There's one more behavior that men ignore until it's too late. She becomes strangely calm. Women don't become calm when they're upset. They become calm when they're done. The storms stop because she's no longer fighting for anything. The silence you feel is not peace. It's emotional closure. As a man, the worst thing you can do is chase harder when she's pulling away. Begging for effort from someone who doesn't want to give it will destroy your confidence. Your job is to observe, evaluate, and act from strength. If her actions show she's not invested, you must respect yourself enough to step back. You can't force emotional investment. You can't fix one-sided effort. You can't revive something she already let go of. What you can do is protect your self-worth. A woman pulling away doesn't diminish your value. It simply reveals that she's no longer aligned with your path. The truth is simple. If she's doing these behaviors consistently, her heart has already left the relationship. You're just feeling the echo. The signs are not meant to hurt you. They're meant to guide you. They show you where you stand so you can move forward with clarity. Real strength is not holding on. Real strength is recognizing when something is no longer growing and choosing yourself. A man becomes powerful when he stops chasing the wrong woman and invests in his purpose, his growth, and his life. When you rise, the right woman will rise with you. Until then, protect your peace, control your energy, and never settle for half-hearted love.